What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy, and welcome to another episode of Mid-Table Clash. Now, it's appeared to me that I've been taking more things on time-wise and not put a lot of time into Mid-Table Clash. Hence, the videos have been, I would say quite boring. So this week is going to be a lot better, hopefully. I'm not promising anything special, but it's going to be a lot better than previous episodes, so hope you enjoy. And peace. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the episode. Finally, we start off a rainy day in Norwich. Swim on to the first highlight, 8 minutes in. Affleck whips in the corner, gets cleared out, and then...
Oh my god.
Yes, oh my god, indeed. We almost scored a wonder goal through Martin Hinteregger as Norwich attacked down the other end of a counter, but Shaw Crunch gets back to intercept. Moving on from that, Shaqiri moves into the centre, even though he's a wide player. Then Kurtyoy moves out wide, even though he's a wing player, which is confusing as it is. Van Ginkel finds a good ball into Shaqiri, and he's good at whipping in some balls. He's good at also coming in with his left foot, and he does well to come in so far into the area. Has a shot, keeper saves, nothing comes of the rebounds. Then we have a throw, we give it into Basong. Basong gives it back into Hinteregger, who's been running the game until now. Kurtyoy finds Shaqiri, and then... oh, come on, that's a red card. Indeed, it was a red card for Martin Olsen, and they're down to 10 men. Kickoff. Yeah, that's a direct reference to one of my favourite YouTubers at the moment, Smith. But anyway, Kurtyoy finds the ball into Shaqiri, again coming inside and doing it well. Hoselu finding Affleck, puts the ball into Shaqiri.
Oh, hello.
And it's 1-0 to us. It's been coming since the red card. We've been on top of them in all ways, and we finally have the goal we deserve. 1-0 through Zerdan Shaqiri. And then nothing really happened, not going to lie. So full time ended. Let's move on to the next game. And back onto the next game, I forgot to record kickoff. We are playing against Joe's. That's right, Joe's. Crystal Palace, so it's a rival match. And look at this, we are supporting a disgusting 5 at the back formation. They seem to work well in the first part, as Affleck moves the ball in towards Bojan. Bojan finds Shaqiri. Shaqiri back into Bojan. And look at that for an outside the boot, weaker foot, outside the area finish, makes it 1-0 to us inside 11 minutes. Fantastic start from the boys, and he is even better as Bojan is allowed to run again. He's having quite a game at the moment, tackled. However, we're not done yet. Van Ginkel gets the ball but intercepted, then wins it back again. Affleck has the ball now into Van Ginkel, who finds Bojan. Bojan sets up Shaqiri, and a fantastic finish from the man, although the keeper maybe should have done better, makes it 2-0 to Stoke inside 20 minutes. And he gets even better. We whip the corner in, it's cleared out, but we're not done there. The ball whipped out again by Bojan, this time into Shaqiri. He does the defender, but Suarez wasn't happy with that. Penalty kick given. Affleck dispatches. 3-0, 27 minutes gone. Surely must be an easy walk in the park from here, but no. We make things hard for ourselves right before half-time. They whip a ball in, it's cleared out, but they are not done. They have the fighting spirit this time, as the ball is with much played in towards some player. I didn't read his name in time, and we clear it again, but again, we are not doing things well. Ball's played out wide, it's whipped in from Balassi, and the header is there from one of Joe's summer signings. I'm not even going to bother saying that name. Kick off in the second half, and to be honest, nothing happened. So, yeah, I suppose, on to the next game. Next game it is supporting our disgusting 5 at the back formation. We kick things off for the first time, I believe, this episode, and we get good under pressure again, but unfortunately he kicks the ball straight in towards Howard, and then Everton gain complete control of this game as they have the ball. They're looking to pounce on us and find a quick ball into the centre. They do find that ball, and Lukaku, luckily for us, blasts over, but they're not done yet. They are in absolute control. We cannot get the ball out of our own half, let alone anywhere else, as Naismith has the ball, plays the ball out wide for Brian Oviedo, who's on the end of it. Of course, Lukaku, fantastic save from the boy wonder Jack Butland. We look to get a counter-attack with the injured Bojan. However, Coleman intercepts, and now Lukaku has the ball for Everton, and they look to get a counter-attack, but we tackle them, and now the injured Bojan has the ball, and now we counter-attack as he plays in Shaqiri. The ball gets down the right-hand side, crosses in, easy for Howard to save. Nothing else happens, so half-time as they kick off the second half, and surprisingly, for the first time in this episode, we do have something to show you in the second half. Shaqiri plays a good ball into Van Ginkel, who spots Bamford, our new signing. Shaqiri then forcing a save. Then, surprisingly, nothing else happened in that half. 3 boring second halves. They have one last chance though as ball hits into the area, but we clear it away, and that's time. Let's get into the call.
What's up, guys? J&O here, and welcome back to another Skype call after mid-table clash. And I had an epic intro ready from 2 games into this, and there's no point in me doing it anymore. But I will let someone else talk before I do, and I think I'm going to go to Kurt first because overall, I think he probably had the best episode.
Well, quite eventful. I mean, considering last episode we lost 2-0 to Dave Azzopardi's Leicester, then we lost 3-0 to another Dave Azzopardi team who used to manage in Swansea, and somehow managed to have the worst game of the season against the worst team of the season in Shrewsbury. We've come back fighting. We absolutely obliterated bottom of the table Norwich 1-0 in a really, really poor game. In all fairness, though, it did get better after that. I mean, surprisingly, Afellay pretty much made the goal for Shaqiri, but Shaqiri did score again, along with Afellay and also Bojan, in my 3-run demolition job of Crystal Palace, trying out my new 5-at-the-back tactic, which I feel a bit guilty for. And then, I drew 0-0 with Everton, and there was nothing on there. However, transfer-wise, I've been a bit busy. I've managed to flog Eric Peters, Hegazi, who never played, Texera, who never played, and Amafatiliano, who never played anyway, but also got money off all of them. And then I've brought myself a little bit of a Subotic on loan, and I've also got, he's on £400 a month as well, and also got Patrick Bamford from Chelsea for only £2 million, which I think is an absolute bargain. But I'll stop talking, as generally that's it. A really boring episode when it comes to highlights.
What I would like to ask you, though, is considering you've played 19th and 18th, do you think either Norwich or Crystal Palace have a chance of staying up?
I'm going to say, Norwich, no. I think they're a lost cause. And I think Crystal Palace, they need to change manager. I feel like the bloke they've got in charge at the moment, he's not the right man for the job. He's leading them down. He spent so much money this season and talked all the talk. But when it comes to walking the walk, I mean, it's like he hasn't got legs.
Well, that would segue really well to the next person, but I'm going to make him suffer and wait to talk. Dave, tell me how your episode's going.
My episode started really well. We played Chelsea and got a 3-0 victory. We absolutely played them off the park, and I thought from there on, we're going to have a good episode. And then we came up against Liverpool, and on the bookies odds, it said 3-1 for Liverpool, so we were firm favourites to win it. Early penalty for Mahrez, and you can even see my reaction in the video. I went absolutely mental when he skied it and put it wide. And then they took their chance, really. 1-0, it finished there. And then Southampton, we played them as well. We were in a similar position to them. We took an early 1-0 lead, and then we had a red card, and it kind of cost us. They scored 2 goals, simple as really, and the exact same thing kind of happened in the Man City game. Taking a 1-0 lead into the second leg, starting off well, having 3 early shots, and then Hoof elbows Company in the head, I think, and then
as you do in a football game.
Yeah, and he got sent off, and then City just obliterated us from there. Really, as a Manchester City side is hard enough with 11 men, let alone 10 men, and they ended up beating us 3-0. The only transfer I made was Bakuna on loan because Danny Simpson's been injured for the rest of the season as well, so that's a big loss. But Bakuna on loan, so yeah, not the best episode in the world.
Okay, now I could of course go to the next person and let them try and defend their football managing skills, but I think I'll go, make them wait even longer. Basically, I think everyone knows I've not been happy with my strikers for a while, despite the fact that I still score quite a few goals, so that's a very strange thing of me to do. But we brought in Rodrigo on loan, and that seemed to put a fire up all my forward players' arse, because Pavon, Callery, Rondon all played really well in the first 2 games. We got a 5-2 victory against Sunderland. Defence could have done better. Then we had a home game against Spurs, and I actually went on counter and was just hoping to hold on for a draw. And Callery and Pavon, the Boca Juniors connection, played absolutely amazing in that game, and I was ready to come into this Skype call gloating and saying how I'm the best football manager in the world, how I'm second. And Man City just had too much for me. They went up 1-0 early on, and then because we were chasing the game, they just countered. They had too much skill and pace for us. But the pluses from that game, Morrison and Zuccolini, my 2 central midfielders, actually came out with really good ratings and had great games themselves. Just the rest of the team didn't. Then we come up against Bournemouth. I'm thinking, as Bournemouth, this will be easy. Forget to change my tactic. from my tactic against big teams to my tactic against smaller teams. So I'm playing counter-attacking football against Bournemouth. I only notice when I go 1-0 down that I am playing counter-attacking football. We try and claw our way back into the game, manage to get it to 1-1, and then I get really greedy and think I can win the game. And, they scored in the dying minutes of the game. And my episode didn't end as well as it started. But still in the top 4, so I can't really complain considering I'm West Brom. And also we got Dele Alli in, and he looked good against Bournemouth apart from scoring. So I don't know why Spurs would loan me one of their players when I was literally just beating them and was second. But c'est la vie. And finally, Kurt, what are your next fixtures? No, I'm joking. Joe, tell us about your episode. I'm sure you had lots of fun. Is there?
Silence. I think he's told you pretty much everything that happened that went well in this episode.
Everything that needs to be said was said in those first 5 seconds. So I started off losing to top of the table 2-1. So
there's nothing wrong with that, mate.
It's not too bad. 90th minute winner from Naka Chadley. Dickhead. Then I lost to Kurt, so we're not going to go into detail. And then result of the episode, I only conceded 1 goal to Notts County and lost 1-0. So yep, fantastic episode from me. And I also had a board meeting, so I've got 5 games to save my job. So
what does that require you to do in your 5 games?
Oh, I've only got to win 3 games. I can tell you who I've got.
What,
Southampton, Liverpool, Bournemouth, Chelsea and Villa.
Jeez.
9 points from them.
Well, considering I'd say you could win 3 of them without including Liverpool or Chelsea, so I reckon you're safe.
Where are Southampton in the table?
Mid-table.
They're 5th.
I mean, towards top.
They're 5th.
Yeah, they're 5th. I was going to say, I thought they were close to me because I've been looking at the top of
They're
it.
5th.
And, yeah.
Liverpool are 9th. Bournemouth are 11th, Chelsea are 7th, and Villa are 15th. So basically, based on those stats, I've already lost my job. I'm looking at who I'm going to be taking over. So
who would you like to take over if you did lose your job?
Well, I'm not going to say who I'd like to take over because then I won't bloody get them.
Right, put in the comments below on any of our videos if you think Joe should be allowed to pick any of the bottom 5 clubs. I'm not going to say any club.
2, 3, 4, 5,
because
6,
because I'm worried I'd say any club and then they're all going to comments. Oh yeah, let him have Tottenham.
Beat Tottenham. Want a challenge?
So
Yeah,
we've already talked about Joe's fixtures because we know he's already had to look because he's worried about his job. Kurt, what are your next fixtures?
Well, it's sort of a mismatch as we found out from this episode because I played no one played on the same 4 days except you and Dave, but I've got a huge starting off. We've got the end of the transfer window to do, which for me is like a first fixture. You've got to secure the big signings, and I know I've still got a kitty full of a bit of money that I can spend here and there. And then I've got to travel. I think I might, bring protection and helmets and everything because I've got to play West Brom, a disgusting team. Can't stand that team. Then it gets even worse. Then I've got to play Sunderland, which is not getting any better. And then I got a nice home game. I could pick 9 points from this game thing. Then again, I lost to Shrewsbury, so I don't really know. I hope for 6 points because J&O is in form and he is a top 4 team at the moment. So I can't really expect to win that one.
You know what? I'm really glad I asked that question because I'm now going to go and change my tactics to a small team.
How dare you? I am a big team, I'll have you know.
Hey, you're mid-table now. You've done well. Are you above Dave now?
Yeah, I am.
about,
How many Champions League winners have you got on your team, huh? Exactly. Exactly.
All right, and Dave, what are your next fixtures?
I've got Bournemouth, Man U, and Newcastle. So again, it's teams. Bar obviously Man U got 2 teams in Bournemouth and Newcastle, probably quite similar. So all points to play for really in that episode. And just hope we play good football. It's just these red cards and fucking penalty misses that cost us in the end. So as long as we can play our football, then we'll win the games.
How long are you going to keep Mahrez on penalties? Because he seems to have missed about 80 this season already.
I thought I took him off. And his penalties, now listen, his penalties are 16, okay? So that's not crap. It's not like it's crap. His composure is 14, and his finishing's 14, so he's the best penalty taker by a mile in the squad. And he's missed 3 in a row. It's just, it's beyond a joke now. Anyway,
look, Riyadh, mate. Look, no more penalties from you. You've missed 4 this season. Next game, like, I take next penalty, boss. I'm going to score. No, shit. Well, don't beat me, please.
Literally.
But be careful with that Bournemouth side as well. They're pretty damn good. Anyway, my fixtures. I have a cup tie, FA Cup 4th round against Arsenal, just before the transfer window shuts. I'm really pleased that I went and got Arsenal. I thought, okay, I've beaten Dave, Leicester. That was a hard fixture. Hopefully I'll get someone easy. No, I'll get Arsenal. Then we got Stoke coming to visit us. Changed my tactics now, so yeah, you better bring protection, because I plan that you're going to need it.
Glenn Whelan's going up front, mate. You're getting killed.
We'll see. I've got that Greek guy from Dortmund. I'll just man mark him with that
Socrates.
guy. Yeah, I'm not going to say his name.
Papalos.
I'm just going to call him Papa. And I know that's a bit weird to call a man Papa, but never mind. And then we got Chelsea and Southampton if I play that many games. And Chelsea look beatable. Dave's managed to do it. And Southampton, again, if I can get 2 wins there, I lengthen the gap between me and the teams just below me, which would be fantastic. Anyway, I think that is everything for this Skype call, unless anyone else has something to say.
Nope. Rest in peace, Lamels, Janek and Hairspawn.
Tune in next time to see the funeral of Joe's football managing career, and I'll see you all later.
Peace.
See you guys.
See ya.